Hello friends, welcome to the Online Excel Tip YouTube channel. I'm Anil Dhawan and in this video, I'm going to show you how to count the number of cells that contain text strings or non-numerical values in Excel. I have two different situations with me here, and in the first situation, I have a column containing text, numbers, special characters and empty cell. And I want to return the count of cells that contain text values and special characters. And in the second situation, I want to return the count of non-numerical entries excluding empty text and empty cells from a list of columns which contains text, numbers, logical values, errors, special characters, empty text and blank cells. As there are built-in functions in Excel which can count numerical cells or non-empty cells, but there is no specific built-in function to count the text values or non-numerical values. Anyways, let's go to cell D8 to get the answer for the first situation. Here I am going to use two functions, count and count A. So I first enter count A function and take the range as A7 to A18 and close this function. And now I subtract the count function and select the range as A7 to A18 once again and close the function. COUNTA function returns the count of cells which contain any type of data, or in other words which are non-empty, and count function only counts the cell which contain any numerical values. So there are total 12 cells in this range and 11 are non-empty, and out of which 4 cells have numbers in it. So when I hit enter, function returns 7, which means that cell that contains text and special character are 7. So let's try it with another method, but before we do that, let's type it here, method 1 and method 2. Now we come to D9 and enter COUNTIF function. In the criteria range, we select A7 to A18 and then in the second argument, insert an asterisk wildcard in double quotes and close the parenthesis. Wildcard characters represent unknown characters and can be helpful when matching against partial phrases. An asterisk matches any number of characters, a question mark is used for particular character, and tilde is used to match question mark or an asterisk. So when we hit enter, function returns the count as 7 as same as method 1. As we mentioned just now, an asterisk matches any number of characters but it ignores numbers. So special character is also considered by an asterisk. In the next situation, we have logical values, errors and empty text along with the text, numbers, special characters and blank cells. And we need to return the count of cells that do not have empty text, numbers and blank cells. So let's go to cell I8 and enter COUNTIFS function and select the criteria range 1 as F7 to F22, and in criteria 1 argument enter not equal to logical operator followed by a space in double quotes, and then move to the next set of criteria range where once again I take F7 to F22 range, and this time I use an asterisk wildcard in double quotes in the criteria 2 argument, and then I close the COUNTIFS function. This function will return the count of text values and special character but not logical values and errors. To add the count of cells containing logical values and errors, we'll use sum function along with ISLOGICAL and ISERROR function. So I insert plus sign here and enter the sum function. Then I enter ISLOGICAL function, and first I take the range as F7 to F22 and close this function and multiply it by 1 since ISLOGICAL function returns the boolean values, and to convert them into numbers we'll multiply its answer by 1. Then in the second argument of sum function, let's have ISERROR function, and here too we select F7 to F22, and then after closing the function we again multiply it by 1 since this function 2 returns the answer in boolean value, and then we finally close the sum function. ISLOGICAL and ISERROR functions cannot hold more than one property at a time, so we are going to convert this formula into an array with the help of Ctrl Shift Enter key. Function returned the count as 9 as there are 5 text strings, 1 special character, 2 logical values and 1 error. So first, COUNTIFS function filtered out the empty text cell and then only it looked for the cells that contain any characters. So if you debug this function, you would see it is returning 6 as the answer. So I press Ctrl Z. And then in the next part, is logical function and is error function is returning true wherever it matched the criteria, and when multiplied by 1, all trues became 1 and false remained same as 0. So we got 2 by is logical function and is error return 1 for us. So we have got 2 and 1 respectively, which later summed up by some function and returned as 3. So 6 plus 3 became 9. So this is how we got the count only for the text strings or non-numerical values in Excel. I hope you liked it and found this video useful. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.